An AI agent ran up an $82,000 bill overnight while its developer was asleep. Another got tricked into sending $150,000 to a stranger with a single hidden message. And one company burned through its entire annual AI budget in 4 months.
Oops.
None of this is hypothetical. It happened to real companies this past year. And they all come down to the same thing. AI agents were handed money and no one could control how they spent it.
I am actually very concerned about a world where you have a bunch of agents out there with wallets that aren't accountable.
This keeps happening because of what just changed. For decades, software did exactly what you told it to do. Now with AI, it sometimes decides for itself. First, AI got far more capable, better on every measure at once. Then the price collapsed. A task that cost a few dollars a year ago now costs a few cents, and it keeps falling. And the AI isn't locked up. The big three labs' share of usage is sliding. Open models like DeepSeek and GLM are now good enough to do real work at a fraction of the cost. The models are open, so are the tools to build with them. Anyone can pick up scaffolding like OpenClaw and Hermes and spin up a fleet of agents in a weekend. Capable, cheap, open, easy to build on all at once. That's new, and it changes who or what gets to do the work. And the work is already happening. AI stopped being a chatbot and started doing real jobs.
We have hundreds of thousands of agents running around right now that are doing work, and they're talking to each other, and they're solving problems.
And this is measured, real rated work, not a projection, which makes intelligence a whole new kind of spend. Software sold tools to people. Agents sell the work itself.
You can have AI agents that effectively contain the labor of that job function in the software itself.
SaaS means something new, not software as a service, but now service as a software. That moves the market off the software budget and onto the budget of labor itself, from a few $100 billion to $10 trillion.
It's a digital labor revolution. This is going to move from what traditional enterprise software has been, which is a multi-$100 billion TAM, into something that I've seen the analysts like ARC say between a $3 and a $12 trillion TAM. Agents are going to be part of everything we do.
AI didn't just grow the numerator, it changed the denominator. And companies are already building on it, deploying agents by the tens of thousands. EY runs 41,000 in its tax practice. Harvey, 25,000 across hundreds of thousands of lawyers. Process already has more agents than employees. That's software doing the work now, and it doesn't sleep.
I think there's going to be a world here soon where there's more AI agents than humans doing work in the economy.
And the other side is racing to meet them. Sellers are repricing for machines. The unit of sale is leaving the seat.
We're going from seats and we're going from software and SaaS, and we're moving into a world where we're selling human labor equivalents.
For example, Intercom charges 99 cents per resolution, not per user. You pay for the outcome. And they're opening up, becoming something software can call and buy from directly, priced by the API call and permissioned to act. The buyers are ready, the sellers are ready. And here's what nobody planned for. When an agent does real work, it needs real money. It buys data, it pays for tools, the models, the inference, the API endpoints, the compute it runs on.
But as your Claude Code instance is going and building something for you, you probably want it to not just be able to kind of write code and execute inside a virtual machine. You probably want it to be able to go use third-party services. And so you need to give your Claude Code a credit card or some way to go spend money in the broader world.
Maybe it's a biz dev agent doing outbound, paying for the services it needs to finish the job. Perhaps it's a growth marketing agent, A/B testing ads, reallocating budgets to the top performers and platforms. Or maybe it's a customer support agent handling refunds and paying out on your behalf. Software used to be something that didn't need money. Now, it's handicapped if it doesn't have it. AI agents need money to perform their work.
We have this new type of buyer in the world that is amongst us already. It was just this agent. And we see this as the third category of buyer after people and businesses.
And it's not just us saying it. The people running these companies already describe their workforce this way.
A lot of the way we think about agents inside companies and finance teams, we think that each one of them will have agents that will help orchestrate the decision-making that you have to make that purchase.
Now picture that across the whole company. Every function, sales, finance, support, engineering, staffed by agents. And nearly every one of them spends buying inputs, allocating budgets, paying money out. One person directing hundreds of them, like an orchestra, around the clock. But there's no safe way to let this happen. Everything we just saw, agents working, agents spending, sellers ready to take their money, runs into one wall. You can't safely hand an agent your money. When it goes wrong, the loss lands on you, not the agent, and that's the gap. Step back and it's simple. Agents are becoming workers. Workers need budgets because real work means real money movement. And budgets need control. Someone has to set the limits and stay accountable for what gets spent. Today, that control does not exist, and that's why we built Hightop. So here's what Hightop actually is. The account that lets people and businesses delegate money to agents with real control. You decide who an agent can pay, how much, from which funds, and for how long. The agent operates inside those limits automatically, and you see and reconcile every move it makes. No blank check and no babysitting. And it's more than a spending limit. It's the whole money layer. One account where an agent can hold, grow, move, and manage money. The agents are here. The work is here. The spending is here. The only thing missing is a safe way to let it happen. And that is Hightop. Their work, your money, and your rules.